morning, good evening, and wherever the sun may find you. My name is Walt, and this is Coffee and Concepts on Keystroke Medium. So, why am I so lonely, as the title would suggest? The Keystroke guys had a lot of stuff going on, so apparently I'm the only show in town. Hey, Leo Vaccaro, saying Walt, and since that's me, I say Leo. So, being the only guy in town, hey, William Joseph Roberts saying, "Morning, big man." You wouldn't say that if you saw me in person because I'm kind of short. Josh Hayes, good morning. How you feeling, Josh? Just wanted to say hi to the big boss man, the Keystroke Medium controller, the dude with the mostest. Send some good vibes toward Josh. It's been a weird week. So we wanted to step in and, of course, have some content for folks who are big fans of Keystroke Medium. And to do that, oh my goodness, we have my phone going absolutely mental. We'll just shut that off. So Josh saying he feels like crapola. So we wanted to step in and have a little bit of content for you guys. And of course, that means my favorite subject on the planet, books and coffee. So today I am rocking a Kenya roast. Now, I've had this particular blend on before. The really unique thing about a Kenya roast or roasted coffee from that part of the country is that it's got one of the highest acid contents on the of the coffees that are from that area and from that part of the world. Now, you might say, well, acid, that sounds terrible. But what it does is it helps to enrich and invigorate the flavor profiles that are in the coffee. Usually coffees from the African continent. Leo, morning writing is not possible without coffee. Yes. In fact, if you are so inclined, you can go out and get the Word Fuel, which is one of our upcoming blends for Keystroke Medium coffee. And I'm sure as soon as I get my bags, we're going to have to do a couple of taste testings, maybe some taste grindings. I might even use a machete to grind the beans, because that would be fun as hell to watch. That's just good TV right there. And speaking of good TV, watching me take a sip of coffee is just, I know it's going to make your day. But the thing about coffee from that part of the world is they usually have either a floral or like a citrus taste to them, and the acid profile in a coffee kind of lifts those flavors up and really catapults them into your tongue, and just makes it so that it really, really pops, and you get that bitterness of the coffee mixed with the sweet and the tang of the different flavors of something like a Kenya roast. Jay Clifton Slater and Walt brings joy to the world. Leo saying he uses a blender to grind his coffee. He's that far gone. Well, it depends. I mean, if you have, I have a coffee grinder, but I know people who use their Ninja blender to grind their coffee, and it does make some pretty good grinds. You can get it almost semi-fine, depending on what I'm using it for. I like the grinder because I can get all the way to like super fine, so it's almost like granulated sugar. But if a blender's what you got, go blended. Sounds good. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about another tool that you can put in your writer and or reader toolbox to enhance the experience of either side. So one of the great things about Keystroke Medium is it brings writers and it brings readers together, and we can all learn something from this great resource that we've come together and developed. And one of those resources is called Discord. Now, if you don't know what Discord is, it is a interface software, mostly chat and digital chat, and then also voice and now video, that started off as a assistant for the video game industry. It allowed people who were doing MMO style raids as well as first person shooters to kind of get their act together. They could plan out their raids, plan out their strategies, and text, have something to refer back to, and then have an integrated voice chat so that they could get together and talk as they're doing through the mission. And the reason that you would want that versus the integrated thing on, say, PlayStation Network, Xbox Network, or something like Steam, is that some of those voice channels that were being mixed in through the game were suffering from a lot of lag. So people were missing messages. People were fragging in and out as far as their calls were going. They were having a hard time understanding each other and getting their groove on. So a couple of developers came in and they said, if we could do an independent chat and then link it into these games, we could really have something. And now it has blossomed into this huge kind of like interface that people can use and have been using it for all sorts of different things. Like, for example, we have people using it for, obviously, Keystroke Medium has a Discord, if you didn't know. We have various authors using it to connect to their community, so that when a person goes to their channel, goes to their space on Discord, they're not being, like Facebook, they're not being bombarded with ads and people hitting them up on Messenger and doing this and doing just all this extra noise just coming in and just sucking bandwidth. Instead, it is just you and the property you came there to visit. Like, for example, if you go to the Keystroke Medium Discord, right, we have obviously welcome channel. You have a channel where you can just discuss the riding. You got the live channel where you can talk about the Monday show with Josh, Scott, and Chuck. Gaming, if you want to talk general gaming chat. The Writer's Journey has their own thing. Coffee and Concepts. I mean, so you got all these different channels that you can come in and have dedicated topics and subjects on. And William Joseph Roberts, can anybody jump on there? Yes, absolutely. You can jump on there. Whoa. And then Mare from YouTube is saying Royal Road made a Discord, but then ended up disowning it because it stole basically all the activity from their on-site forum. Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is, the great thing about Discord is you can set the channels up as you want, set them up. You make sub channels. You can voice channel. In fact, Josh has become mildly famous. And don't worry, William Joseph Roberts, I'm going to put a link up. So Josh has become mildly famous for his Minecraft channel. So you go into the channel and he sets up a date where he's playing Minecraft. Everybody jumps on and plays Minecraft with him, and just hang out for a little bit and kind of experience the hosts as you want. Now, where does this stand for authors? Like, why would authors want this? Once again, it's a dedicated place that you can set up as you want it. It's not Facebook constantly changing layouts or colors or the way that people enjoy it. It's just one way. It's just all text. You can set it up for light or dark. And it's basically just dedicated to that particular property. If you're an author that, say, likes orc romances, and your latest orc romance novel is tearing up the charts, and For the Love of Tusk is just the #1 book in orc romance, your orc romance spot. Right, you can set this up and have orc romance recipes and discussion channel and all this stuff, and separate it so that people can come in and talk about their favorite topics. They can get specialized roles, specialized emojis. There's you can even oh, William Joseph Roberts, that's horrible. Yeah, I know. And also, you could set this up for collaboration, because you can make these channels private, just between you and one other person, and you don't give out the link, you don't give out anything, and it's basically just you and your partner set this up. Different channels for different chapters. You can set it up to post pictures. You can host different files on it. I mean, so it's kind of like Facebook without all the clutter. Discord is kind of like, if you compare it to computer stuff, Linux, where Facebook is very much like Windows. Facebook comes with a lot of baggage. There's a lot of stuff that you have to weed through. It just sucks processing memory, which is basically, coming out of your brain, because if every 30 seconds something is vying for your attention so you can buy something, you're not really paying attention to the property you came there for. Whereas on Discord, there's no ads. It's just a black screen or white screen, depending on how you want to set it up. And I mean, that's really it. It's pretty simple. But like I said, for an author, right? Set this up with custom channels. Plan your novel, especially if you're doing with like a collaboration. Invite those beta readers in. Have a beta reader only section, right? So you can hand out chapters as they're done for your beta readers, alpha readers, blah blah blah. And the way it works is you set up a specialized role so that people without that role can't enter that room. It's kind of like having a key. So you get that key, you're able to get in the room. You don't have the key, you can't get in the room. So pretty interesting in the way that it works. And like I said, I mean, this was originally developed so that gamers could talk. So yeah, if it's one thing that writers love to do, it's talk about their stuff. So this is kind of like a perfect fit. And let me see. I am going to get you guys the link on this because I know how to do that somehow. But yeah, as far as this goes, it's a great resource. It's got an app, so you can put it on your phone. The app is almost as intuitive and as responsive as the desktop API. I recommend that if you're going to do this from a computer, such as a laptop or your desktop PC, definitely get the API. Get the downloadable desktop program for this, right? Because when you do it out of a browser, it's going to suck a lot of juice and it's not going to be as responsive. And certain features don't work with the browser that work with the desktop API. So you definitely want that. You definitely want to make sure that if you're going to create your own server, only give out that link to people you want on there. So because otherwise people start coming in and they start looking around and posting things, and it might derail what you're trying to do. So make sure that you're only giving those links to people that you like or the people that you want to work with or so forth. Or if you're going for a more public role, just make sure that you're going to assign certain roles to certain rooms so that if you have something you don't want people to see, such as ongoing beta stuff, please lock those down behind a role so that only certain people can see it, and then you'll be good to go. I should have planned out the link ahead of time. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm clueless. So anyway, I will put that link in the description of the video once this is done and rendered. If you go to the Keystroke Medium Facebook group, they have a link for the Discord there. You can get in and do your thing there, and it's really something that we can build up in addition to the YouTube and the Facebook group to have a very comprehensive place so that people can come in and have that dedicated discussion. There also might be a section of that where we talk about coffee and concepts. I don't know. There's a coffee concepts place right there. And Shadow the Illustrator has been showing some amazing stuff that we might be able to put on a coffee mug. So bug Josh, poke. Get him working on those Keystroke coffee mugs. We love them. We want to see them. And yeah, come out and have a chat. So I know I touched on it earlier, but you have to right click the channel icon to get the invite link, if I remember correctly. Mayor. Right on. Yeah, I got nothing. So I tried that earlier and it didn't work. And I was hoping if you said it, it might work. But yeah, I'm not going to go there. But anyway, Mondays, normally 11 a.m. Eastern. We have Josh, Scott, and Chuck. Oh, check my messenger. Dear Lord Almighty, Josh with the link. Josh, Scott, and Chuck are doing great things on Keystroke Medium Live, 11 a.m. Eastern, where they have roundtable discussions and talk about all things in and around publishing with interesting guests and lots of witty banter. The Writer's Journey, Thursday nights. And here we go. We're going to add a banner right there. So there's our Discord link, right? So Thursday nights, we have the Writer's Journey with Lauren and Kayleen, where they bring in authors and experts in and around the publishing industry to kind of delve deep into the subjects that you want to know if you want to get into writing or you want to get into the headspace of your favorite writer and see those things that they want to do and why they do them. So really interesting shows, lots of interesting guests. Normally, Coffee and Concepts on a Tuesday. It's just been a weird week. We discovered long lost family trees, and there was water balloons and Malinois jumping out of trees. It was craziness. But yeah, normally 7:30 a.m. Eastern on a Tuesday morning is where we play. And then for long form storytelling and dissection of really in-depth topics, check out Josh Gayu on YouTube, the Keystroke Medium YouTube page. We have crested 1,000 subscribers. We have some great things coming down the pipe, but we need your help for even more, right? Spread the word, click the like and subscribe button on YouTube, get in there, get it done so that you can be notified when we go live. We have some neat tips and tricks. I have the English speaking. Hold on, there must be coffeeing. Brilliant. There's a lot coming down the road, so make sure you like and subscribe so that you can get in there and get all the cool features that we have. William Joseph Roberts, check the screen, man. Check the screen. It's right there. So thanks for coming out. I really appreciate it. Send some love to the Keystroke crew while they're out and doing the things that they have to do, and let them know that you're still reading, you're still writing, and you're trying to get in between right here on Keystroke Medium. Thanks, guys. Have